Hello, my friends. Welcome to this pick a card reading. All of the information that I got today was that we were going to be doing a mystery reading. So I don't know what that means, but you will probably have a better idea from the thumbnail than I have right now. So go ahead and pick whichever pile you are drawn to. We've got 3 cards that I've already picked out underneath, and then we've got a couple of decks, so we're going to shuffle through in each pile and get the rest of the message. And if you know which one you're drawn to, go ahead and click the links in the description box down below, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, pile number 1. I am extremely curious what is going to come through in these readings for you today. So you picked the typewriter, and we're going to set that over there. And your number 1, we've got these 3 cards that I pre-picked for you. I haven't seen them yet, but we're gonna turn them over together. We have Alpha Centauri, Courage. So these are gonna give us an idea of what the rest of the reading is about. Blessings. And we have 7 and 12. Don't these normally have a label on them? These are Lenormand cards. I don't know if I'm saying them right, but I thought that they had a label on them, but we have this little book right here. We can look up what it is. This is number 12. Okay, birds. Of course it's birds. Okay, it says a phone call, a text, or a date. That is how I communicate. I'm in meetings or interviews and I like to negotiate. I can be your sibling, lover, or mate. Couples is what I indicate. Okay. So we'll keep that in mind as we intuitively read the cards. Interesting that you have a message and you also have the typewriter coming through. I'm going to push that up there. And doesn't it look like this girl is sitting at a typewriter too? It's giving me the vibe that she's like at work, just like typing away at her job and feeling like this is all she's ever gonna be. But then there's some kind of wish that she has in her heart that she's about to get a call about, or a text or email or something like that. And it feels like this opportunity is gonna require you to be extremely brave and to kind of step forward into whatever this is before you feel ready for it. Because what they're saying to me is the learning is on the journey and you're not going to feel completely ready yet. But as you take the steps into this, you're going to learn all of the tools that you need. Very interesting. The Priestess. 4 of Voices. 6 of Emotions. The Magician. This one down here wants to come too. Ace of Emotions. Let me scoot these. I'm working on getting more space, but right now we're working with what we have. In the Priestess, when she first came out, I just kept getting this feeling of like, stop, wait, take a moment to think about this and really understand what's happening here, because it feels like maybe there's a contract or some kind of negotiation or something that's going to happen where you're going to need to take a pause and make sure that what is being written in the contract is what works for you long term. And it's just this feeling of make sure you're taking care of yourself. Don't be so excited about this opportunity or whatever it is that you forget to take care of yourself. And it's kind of like this little figure that they're showing right here. I don't think it'll zoom in, but anyways, that little figure is kind of feeling sad that it didn't take the time to take care of itself. So this is a future you that was just super excited about this opportunity and didn't even want to take a minute to read it over or negotiate anything. And you just jumped in head first and didn't even think of taking care of yourself because you thought the opportunity might go away without you, right? And so your spirit guides are really, really encouraging you to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Stop for a moment, make sure you're taking care of yourself in this. This card is very interesting because I'm usually drawn to just these two, and I have never seen this woman sitting over here on the side anytime that this card has come out. And it seems like there was a younger version of you who had a dream and really wanted something, really saw yourself as something. And this does not have to be something work related, and none of this has to be work related. It could just be a marriage contract. You know, it could just be I don't know, like signing a lease for a home or something like that. And so little you had a dream of something. It doesn't have to be becoming something, but you had a dream of something, right? And then as you grew older, that dream kind of slipped away and you got really sad about it and thought it was never for you. And then this is present you that is looking at younger you, and you're like, yeah, we got it, honey. We got it. That's so cool. I've never seen that card before. Like, I mean, I've seen this card 100 times and never saw that girl before. So interesting how that's showing up for you. In the Magician, I can see that you're having these, you've taken these ideas from the ether, they've come into your mind, and you have decided, yes, I want to take action on that. And now you've got something actually physical in the physical world that you've created from these ideas. And it's really beautiful the way this is coming through. An Ace of Emotions, I just get, yes, finally, like you're dropping to your knees. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Finally, this is happening for me. She just feels like release, like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is actually finally happening now. I'm so curious what is going on with you. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to pull these down a little because we have a little more room. Okay, we've got Ace of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and that one really wants to come out, and the Empress. It feels like you've done a lot of waiting here. Like you had the idea and you started working on it, and then there were a lot of setbacks and drawbacks, and I don't know if this is ever going to happen, doubts and fears and all of that. And then you released all of that over time. This has been a steady thing. And now, like I said, you're bringing something that used to be just in the ethereal world, and you're bringing it down into reality, and you're creating it in your life. This is really beautiful. Okay, the Star, Temperance, and Queen of Inspiration. This really just feels like a huge success for you. This feels like you're gonna feel like you're on top of the world, like you can do anything, you can create anything, you can be anything. Like, I really don't know what this is that's coming into your life, but it seems like a dream that's going to enforce for you how magical you really are, how magical, how powerful, and you're gonna just be like in this beautiful flow of bliss. Like, oh my God, I did this. This really came true for me. And it feels like when you were younger, or there were times in your life where you didn't believe that this was actually true for you, that this could happen for you. And you actually are bringing this down into the physical. They keep saying that over and over and over. Something that was just an idea at some point a long time ago is now coming into your life. And then I'm like, okay, well, the great mystery is, what is this? And so I'm going to ask, because I am so curious. What is this that is coming into their life that they've had for such a long time? Okay, I'm seeing several cards here. This one, this one, this one, and this one. They won't tell me what it's about. They just keep reiterating the same thing, because it's not for me to know, it's for you to know. And the more times they say it, the more you're like, you can figure it out and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that was something I had in my mind a long time ago. So they're saying that it's something that you had the idea about, you learned about, you studied, you listened to guidance, you followed the right direction, you felt really competitive in whatever this is. It felt like you had to beat a lot of people out to get this, or maybe you felt like there were a lot of people that knew more than you or had more experience than you, and it felt like you were climbing a really long way to get to the top of whatever this is. And now you're finally reaching this fire. I don't know if you want to reach fire, but you're finally reaching, like, they're showing it as that torch, you're finally reaching the torch. And then this, they're saying, is all of the fears and the doubts and the bad, hard times that you went through during this, and all of the stormy seas and people telling you couldn't do it, and all of that, doubts and fears is the main thing that's coming up with this card. You overcame all of that, and maybe you were sad along the way, maybe you let them get to you a little bit, but not enough to keep you off of this path. And then King of Pentacles, they're like, you did it. Here you are with the torch, relaxing in your nice home, in your nice comfy sweater, with your little doggy by your side. I don't know what this is for you. I'm not supposed to know, I guess. Leave in the comments down below if you want to let me know. But whatever this is, you've been working on it for a really long time. You put all of your heart and soul into this, and you deserve this. It feels like some kind of promotion, some kind of, like maybe you've written a book and it's going to be published, and you're going to be at the top of your field or something like that. It feels like I said with this card, it feels like you've beat out a lot of people with how much you've learned or grown, or how much knowledge you have now about this thing. And so your spirit guides are just coming through to say congratulations, and also look out for this. Look out for it, it's coming. And then they want me to reiterate before we leave, make sure that you're checking the contracts. Make sure whatever this is, that you are making sure that you are taken care of. And then they're going back to, if this is some kind of book or something that you're releasing to the public, make sure that you are taking time for yourself. Make sure that you are relaxing and having the life outside of whatever this is that you want to have, okay? All right. I love you so much, pile number 1. I hope that was helpful to you. If you want to let me know what it is that you're going through, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, if you like videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose this little guy, and your guides asked me to bring in this little leaf, and I'm not sure why, but we're going to set him over there for now. And I've got 3 cards here that I've prepared before that we're going to take a look at before we get into your reading. So these will give us kind of an overview or theme. So we've got guidance, bright star. We have reconciliation. And we have, I think this is the well. I'm going to read you from the book. Okay, we're just going to read the first little part. Well, I have many symbolic meanings, wishes, resources, creativity, and healing, which is so interesting with these cards. If you look intently into the depth of my darkness, you may see your true thoughts reflected and your secret wishes revealed. But your wishes will only be granted if you dig deep and work hard. Interesting. I'm getting this crazy notion, and I'm just going to go with it, and I'm going to tell you what it is. So I don't know why this leaf always reminds me of New York, but it does. And so this is like a little guy in New York in the early stages of New York, right? In the 20s or something. And it's like he's pioneering, he's trying to build something, and it's crazy because right before this reading, I was thinking about Titanic. I don't know why, but now that this is coming up, I'm starting to understand why a little bit. It's like pioneering. It's like Like being the first person to do something and everybody's telling you that you're crazy, but it's something gigantic, like building a tunnel under the waterway in New York, or building a bridge in New York City, or building the Titanic, or something like that. It's something crazy that is huge and monstrous, that is this gigantic project that involves a lot of people, and being the first one to do it, and kind of that fight between knowing that it's possible and not knowing if you're the one that can do it internally, like having that struggle. With this card, it feels like it's just kind of reiterating all of that stuff. And then the bright star here is this dream, this goal, this and kind of intuition also nudging you and telling you, you can do this, you can do this. Like your spirit guides, everybody standing around being like, you can do this. And it's interesting how the same spark is right here too. And then a little bit behind the wishing well on here. The reconciliation card makes me feel like you can do this, but you can't do it alone. And this is incredible cooperation with your spirit team. Like being so in tune with your intuition that you know every single move that you need to make. And that is the only way that it's going to happen. And it almost feels like you already know this, and that you've been taking the steps every single step along the way. You've been listening to your intuition, because you know how if one little thing goes off the rails, it all goes down, right? So it feels like this immense pressure also. And then I'm trying to think of how this could be a more grounded reading if you're here and none of that makes sense. You know, I always think about if I'm a housewife, or, you know, a stay-at-home mom or something, or if I don't know if you're here in this pile, if you're that, because this feels like, no, they're saying it could be that you are steering the ship of your family in a different direction, and it's taking a lot of willpower. You're steering the ship in a different direction than what your family has always done. And so you are a pioneer. So they're saying apply it however it applies to you, because there's so many different people here in this pile, and you've all got so many different things that you're working on. For some, it's a creative project. For others, it's your family line. It's scattered everywhere, but the energy is the same for everybody. Let's grab some more cards and see how this plays out. The Hierophant, Eight of Inspiration, and Two of Voices. And we'll take both of those. Nine of Materials and Three of Emotions. Oh man, this card, I just got chills from this card. Oh my gosh, it's like you were just walking along one day and your spirit guide said, hey, you're gonna do this thing. It's massive and it's crazy, and you're nowhere near prepared to be the person to do this, but you're gonna do this. And you're like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm just a little guy and you want me to create this gigantic thing? And they're like, yep, we're gonna take you by the hand, we're gonna walk you step by step, and you're gonna do this. And you said, okay. So then here you are charging ahead on this path. And with this card, it always feels to me like a rubber band pulling this way. And so it feels like you've got a lot of resistance that you're working against with this. And then here in this card too, it feels like a lot of blocked doors, a lot of red tape is what they just said, a lot of people being blinded and looking the other way. My hands are tied, I can't do that. I don't want to face it. There's just so much of people not helping you. It's like at every turn, everybody was just like, no, I can't, even though they didn't even try. And so you're facing all of this resistance and all of these blocked doors over and over and over and over and over. And this one just makes me feel like, and every time there was a blocked door, every time somebody said no, Your spirit guides were there saying, you can do this. They were dropping little encouragement, little like tools or new knowledge or something like that was just like, come on, you can do this. I'm seeing this as little breadcrumbs down your trail, like, you can do this, come on. You know, little encouragement. And it feels like at one point you created something small, like a little step of whatever this is, and you began to realize within yourself, oh my God, if I can do this one thing, then I can do this over and over in bigger and bigger ways. And eventually I can actually do the big scary thing that they told me to do in the beginning. Like, wait a second, can I do this? Can I actually do this? Am I gonna be the one to do this? Okay, we've got strength. Seeing this, 4 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, these two. Page of Cups, and Death and Rebirth. You guys know my cards are always a mess. I try, but I don't really care that much. Like, I do care for your experience, but I don't care if they're all messy. Let me know in the comments down below if it drives you crazy or if you just don't care. It's feeling like you've reached this point in your journey where you're having to be strong and you're having to do a lot with hardly anything in your cup. And all of these bowls are empty, like you've used all of your resources. You don't have anything left, and there's stuff in this cup here and there's a hand out, but it feels like in this moment right now, there's nothing in this cup. You have exhausted everything and you are at the end of your rope right now as you're watching this reading. But then this cup, oh my gosh, I didn't even see when pigs fly. Wait, was this part of, yeah. This was in pile 1, but I don't think we talked about this in your pile. That was a hidden little card there. Anyways, it's kind of that same feeling, like the doors are locked, I'm giving up, I don't have anything left. I'm using all the strength and courage that I have to try to get through this, and I'm hitting wall after wall after wall after wall, and nobody is willing to help me, and I'm just here by myself, and I'm just gonna give up now. It feels like you do want to give up, but you're not going to, and you know that you're not going to, but you're just so frustrated, and you feel like, if I just had a little bit of help, if I just had like one freaking person to step up and help me, then this would all go perfectly fine. So then we take these cards. Look at her hand. Look at that. You guys, that's crazy. They're saying there's help coming. There's help coming. It's right here. Somebody, this could be your spirit guides, or this could be somebody in the physical who is abundant in whatever you need. And they're like, oh, here you go. I didn't even know you needed this. And it's like they're being guided by their angels and spirit guides, and they are incredibly in tune, and they have to be for whatever it is that they are creating, right? And they have all of this abundance of whatever it is that you need, and they are coming in to just hand it to you, because they believe in you and they believe in what you're doing. And then in this one, when pigs fly, right? Gosh, I couldn't make more of a mess if I tried, I think. So it's like this help comes in, and you go from feeling sad and lonely like this to feeling on top of the world, feeling like you're flying, feeling like nobody is ever going to touch me again. I am flying to the highest heights that I could ever even think of. And in this Death and Rebirth card, they're saying this is the mystery. This, who the person is the mystery. This is what this reading was about, a mystery. And who the person is going to be is the mystery. It's almost like you will be shocked at who this person is, because it's somebody you already know, and it's somebody who's had the resources the whole time, and it's not like they were holding it back from you or anything. They just didn't know you needed it. The second that they know that you need it, whether it comes from you or it comes down the grapevine or whatever, the second they know you need it, all of this changes. Five of Emotions, Temperance, Eight of Emotions, and Queen of Voices, and Five of Materials. I got chills when this card came out, because it's like you're crying for joy. I know this card seems kind of sad and lonely, but in this one, she's crying for joy. She's like, oh my God, I never even imagined that I would be so abundant. And they're talking about the water and the ice, and how she's just completely surrounded by water and ice now, when maybe she came from the desert, you know? She came from this kind of a landscape, and now she's surrounded by water and ice. And she's just crying. She can't even believe it. In the Temperance card, they're saying that this is going to be an equal give and take between you and this other person. It isn't like they're coming to just hand you a bunch of money or tools or supplies or whatever, and you're just like, okay, cool, thanks, and you run away. It's like this is now a relationship between the two of you, where this person is like, here, they're showing it as the moon, like they pass you the moon and you say, oh, thank you, and then you pass them a moon, they say, oh, thank you. So it's like, I don't know who this person is in your life. Obviously they said that was going to be the mystery, but it feels like a really good friend who is also working on something that you have something that they need. And so it's this beautiful reciprocal relationship that you guys are both helping each other. This card makes me feel like it's gonna come out of the blue. Like you're just walking along one day in the desert, and then all of a sudden a black hole appears in the sky. Like, what? So it makes me feel like you're not going to see this coming even in this reading. Even after hearing this reading, even after hearing maybe several people telling you this, you're still not going to see it coming. It's literally going to come out of the blue and be like such a shock to you that, first of all, that would be the person, and second of all, that right now is the time that all of this is happening for you. So your guides are asking you not to let your fears get in the way of this, not to feel like, it's almost like you have a tendency of saying no to people even though you need the help. It's like, no, I'll do it on my own. And then you are sad that you don't have the thing that they tried to give you, but you feel like you've got to do everything by yourself. And your spirit guides are saying, like, don't let these doubts and fears about other people cloud your mind, and don't be too proud to take this. It's almost like I'm seeing this hand reaching out, and there's like a palace of gold over here, and they have invited this person into this palace, and they've said, no, I don't want to. No, I couldn't. And then they just sit outside pining for the gold that's inside, the warmth and the gold. And they're just out here by themselves, wrapped up, crying because they're sad that it's like they're beating themselves up internally, like they're their own worst enemy. And they're asking you to please not do this to yourself. Please don't do this to yourself. We have brought this beautiful, beautiful orchestrated divine union together so that you guys could help each other. And if you shut this down, it's not only you that's gonna not benefit from it. I don't know the other word for it, but it's not only you, it's going to be them too. Like, you have something that they need. Your intelligence, your perspective, something. Maybe you've got tools or materials, something. You've got something that they need. And if you say no to this, you're saying no to both of your dreams. Seven of Materials, Eight of Voices, Ace of Emotions, and Muse of Materials. They're asking you to take the relationship day by day, just one step at a time. Today, is everything going good? Is everything working? Okay, if that's yes, then the next day, see if everything's good and everything's working. And if it's not, try to fix it, try to fix it early so that the relationship can blossom and bloom into what it's meant to be. And in this one, it feels like, oh man, do you remember in the beginning how they were talking about New York City and being the inventor and all of that stuff? So they're showing this person now as being underneath the sewer system, looking up through a sewer grate. And instead of being the inventor and the person that creates all of these marvelous things, this person is now like looking up at all of the life that they could have had or that they wanted. And they're like, please don't do this to yourself. They're really, 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 really wanting you to hear that. Please don't be this. Please accept what we're sending to you. And then they're comparing that to this one. They're saying you have a choice of either being the one that's stuck looking up the sewer grates at all the people that are living their lives and having success and everything, or you can be the one that's on top of the world with your crown on, experiencing all of this. And then I'm seeing this in my mind's eye as like a 1920s, she's just got on this big fur coat and she's just like the queen of the debutantes or something. I don't think that's the right word. The queen of the city, she goes to all the cool parties. She's wearing her fur jacket. She's dancing the night away at a jazz bar. And they're saying, choose this one. Choose the one that is joy and success and love and putting yourself out there. Please choose that one. So then to end your message, they're saying this partnership will lead you into a beautiful life that you will love for yourself. But you've got to take the path and you've got to walk it. And it's your choice. But this partnership unlocks this beautiful life for you. So please accept it. Please treat it as what it is, which is a divine union. And I'm starting to think, is this a relationship for some of you, like a romantic relationship? But I'm not sure if I'm not getting that vibe for everybody. So take that if it resonates, but I'm just going to see if there's anything else that they have to say. 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, and 6 of Swords. They're like, your doubts and your fears have the ability to completely cancel out this idea. And you know that about yourself. And you have been dreaming and planning whatever this is for the longest time. Please don't let your doubts and fears ruin it for you. Man, they are really going hard on that with you. It seems like you have a tendency to self-sabotage, and they can see that as a really big possibility. And it almost feels like it's 50-50, like they don't even know which way you're going to choose. You know what they're saying? No, it's 70-30. 70% you're going to take this partnership, you're going to go into this future together, and you're going to have a great time. 30% of you may choose to let the doubts and the fears and the whatever decide that you're not going to do this. And they just said it may not even be that you don't like this partnership. It may be that you don't feel like you're ready for it, or you're convincing yourself that you're not good enough for it, or that the other person will be better off partnering with somebody else. There's something like that. So those doubts and fears and sneaky little thoughts are still climbing around in your mind, and they're like, shut them up. Shut them up. You know what is crazy is I just watched a video from, I think her name is Tiny Turtle Tarot. But she said, you're about to tell somebody to shut up. And I was like, I never say that. And here I am sitting here in your reading telling you, shut up those fears, shut them up. That's crazy how synchronicities work. But anyways, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful to you. Please let me know in the comments down below if you know what any of this is and how it resonates with you. And if you like videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe so you can see more. And I will see you again next time. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We have this little clock that you picked. We're going to set him over there. And let's take a look at these 3 cards that we have. You have protection. You've got compassion. Look at the worlds. Interesting. And the fox. Let's read a little bit about the fox. It says, when I am not your job, I am your red flag for some deviousness going on. Look around your circle in your hall. I might be planning your fall. I am master of manipulation, and I'm going to fool you all. Craftiness is my fame, and sneaky is my game. Interesting. Ooh, and you know what? I just got chills making this connection, but it's talking about when I'm not your job, I'm a red flag. I'm your red flag. And do you see how she's protecting her world? And the clock, it's time, right? Protection. This is a random message for somebody here, but she looks like Lauryn Hill to me. There's something very strong here about protecting your world, protecting your energy, making sure that what is in your world is what you want in your world. We're going to grab some more cards and see where this message goes. There's 2 here. We've got Justice, the World. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I've got 2 decks right here that we're going to be using for this. If the World comes out in the other deck, I'm going to scream. Maybe not really, but okay, we've got Justice, the World, 3 of Swords, 8 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles. I'm seeing all of this as just one big message together, and it's tied at the ends by these 2. It seems like you're really trying to balance something. You're really trying to like make sure that somebody else is okay while still having your needs met. Something like that. Like there's something you're having a very hard time balancing. And then here in the middle, we've got the 3 of Swords where this person is in agony. Like it feels to me like they're being pulled in all different directions with all of these little strings everywhere. They're like, everybody's pulling on a different string and this person's trying to hold it all together and they just can't. Do you see these little stitches here and how they're barely hanging on, and this person, like, they can't hold on to all of it. And it feels like you're balancing these 2 things. So here's you on top of the world feeling joyful and playing and being your own personal self and having a great time. And then it feels like there's all these other people that are around you that are treating you like a piñata is what it feels like. And if we take these 2 cards together, it feels like the people that surround you, especially the ones that you really, really love, they're treating your heart like a piñata. And it's like a birthday party, and their favorite thing to do is to see if they can make you cry is what it feels like. This is horrible. I just keep seeing Lauryn Hill's face peeking over the top of here. There may be one of her songs that really speak to you. And I'm trying to think of, I know there's that thing when she was with the Fugees. I don't know. There's something about a Lauryn Hill song that is significant right now. Okay, Muse of Voices, I'll turn that in a second. We've got 3 of Emotions, 10 of Materials, and Queen of Materials. it feels to me like when you are happy and dancing and free, that's when the chaos starts around you. It's like a smoke signal. Like, oh my gosh, that person's happy. We gotta tear them down. We gotta start causing chaos and drama. Maybe they're not even the people around you. Maybe they're not even like attacking you personally, but maybe they're like, oh my God, my dog just had this thing and you've got to come quick. And it's just chaos and drama all the time. And the second you start feeling good, the second you start believing that your life could be happy, that's when all the chaos and drama kicks into high gear and pulls you right back into it. And then in this card, this makes me really sad for you. It makes me feel like you're hiding your feelings, you're squishing yourself down, you're making yourself small. You are really numbing your feelings is what I just keep feeling. Like you're not allowed to feel anything. You're not allowed to feel happy or sad or anything, because whatever you do, somebody's going to have a problem with it, or somebody's going to find joy in your tears. Somebody's going to like try to tear you down no matter what you do. She's so sad. Do you see her? Like she's so sad, but she's not crying. She's just numb. She's just numbing all of the feelings. 10 of materials. The second this came out, it made me feel like a family barbecue, a family reunion. Like everybody is standing around the tree, worshiping this tree and being like, oh my God, everything is lovely. Everything is beautiful. Don't you love our family so much? And then all the people are in black and white and gray surrounding this beautiful, beautiful tree, right? And this may not be your family. It may be like work family. It may be friends. It could be anything really. But it's like they're worshiping the idea of what the family could be, but isn't. It's like, we're all family. We love each other so much. We support each other. And then the reality is that they tear each other down. They talk about each other behind their backs. All of that. And so the idea of the family is beautiful, but the family itself is destructive and chaotic and toxic, is what I want to say. And Queen of Materials, she just looks like she knows what she's doing. There's like this innocence about her face too, though. It's like she's just a little kid dressed up as a grown woman, trying to pretend like she knows what she's doing, right? But the rest of the world, their first impression is, oh, she's got it all together. She's the person you go to for answers. And then there's this vulnerability and softness and sweetness and innocence. And I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just pretending about this card. And that makes me feel like that's how you're feeling. Like you put on confidence. You put on that you're all put together. And then underneath all of that, there's this really sad little kid that doesn't have anywhere to go for support or love and doesn't know what they're doing, and they're just making it up as they go. Okay, 3 of Cups. Temperance, Page of Wands. Got this one sticking out. Knight of Swords. There's 2 more. I don't know if we can fit all those. Okay, King of Cups and 7 of Swords. I'm gonna scoot this little moss out of the way so we can fit everybody in there. I keep feeling like this whole row is about wishing for a partner. Like maybe the family was, I don't know if this is happening to you right now or if this is as you were growing up, or like it's still happening even though it happened when you were growing up. But this to me feels like wishing on a star. And then the rest of the cards that come out make me feel like this is about a partner. It's almost like you had a dream that somebody would see you for who you truly are, and they would like see you through a crowded room, and they would just be like, oh my gosh, look at that divine being. And then in this, it feels like all that you ever got from relationships were people running away, people being shady and sneaky, or people not being who they said they were. It's all performative. They were playing a part, and in the beginning you fell for it, and then eventually this person showed their true colors and you could never see them the same again. And when you realized the truth of them, you were like, how did I ever not see that? And in this card here, this crow is so loud. He's so loud, right? And it feels like what you got instead of the love that you were wishing for was people who just wouldn't stop pointing out the flaws. And they're not even your flaws. This person didn't want you to feel happy about yourself. And so they just kept saying, you're too this, you're too that, you're whatever. Just because they couldn't stand you being happy, just like up here with the piñata. It's like, man, you've been beaten down by love, right? Let me put air quotes, love, because that's all that you've seen. Five of Emotions, Nine of Voices, Seven of Inspiration. Are you a musician? Because this card came out, or you just love music, I don't know, but this card came out and there's a song called Tiny Soul, and I don't know why that song, just when that card came out, that song just popped into my brain. So I think it's, I don't know how she pronounces it, but it's Yasmin. So you should listen to that. Are you somebody that heals through music? Maybe this is what this is talking about with Lauryn Hill and Yasmin, and this card here too is making me feel like that. It's making me feel like, this one, I don't know, makes me feel like Aaliyah and Brandy and like 90s R&B women, and I'm just getting that vibe all over this reading. And this feels like healing through music. In all of these cards, it feels like isolation. But over here, it feels like I was sad to be alone. I've been through so much. I don't want to have another partner. I'm so sad that nobody can meet me where I want them to meet me. I'm so sad nobody can treat me the way that I deserve to be treated. And there's this isolation, but as we're going along, it's isolation, but I'm taking care of myself, and I'm feeling the feelings, and I'm listening to the music, and I'm really allowing myself to feel what I feel, and allowing myself to believe that the way that I felt here when I was growing up is actually true. Like, I'm allowed to have those feelings. I shouldn't be made fun of because of those feelings. And then Seven of Inspiration is like, there's this moment of clarity. And this feels like either what you've been through or what is about to happen for you. Some of you have already been through this. Others of you, this is happening now or very soon. So there's this moment of clarity where the strength comes back, where it's like, oh, there were all these lies that surrounded me. There was all this darkness and all these lies, and all of these people mistreated me because they had something going on internally that had nothing to do with me or what I deserve. And then in Four of Voices, now we're taking care of ourselves. Now we're loving ourselves. Now we're starting to see that we didn't deserve this ever. And in Nine of Emotions, it's beginning to choose who gets to surround us. Understanding that your spirit guides are talking about how these are a reflection. These are reflecting back to her parts of who she is, right? And so if you surround yourself with people who reflect back to you the most negative, bad parts of yourself, not that there's any bad parts, but you know, the most, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the things that will hurt you the most, the destructive things. If you surround yourself with people that reflect that back to you all the time, that's how you're gonna feel. And in this journey, whatever part you're on, this is where you're going, like taking care of yourself and then starting to surround yourself with people that reflect the parts of you that are beautiful, the parts that you want to shine more. Your reading is very long, and I don't know where we're going with this yet. I hope that this is resonating with you and helping you. The Sun, there we go. There we go. The Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and Eight of Cups. This feels like you now. This feels like you have already been through this stuff, right? And this is where you're going now. You are feeling the joy and you're feeling the call toward the joy, and you are starting to say, I choose you. I choose you over everything. I don't want to feel bad anymore. I don't want to feel bad about myself. I don't want to feel bad when I'm around other people. They're not worth it anymore. I choose me. I protect my peace. I'm protecting everything beautiful that's inside of me, and you don't get access to it, which is this card here too. You don't get access to it. I get to say who's in my life. I get to say how they can treat me or how they can make me feel. And all of these people that were making me feel tied up and like I've got all these doubts and fears and I don't know if I'm good enough and all of that stuff, all those people are going to go away. I will be shocked if a broken mirror or something comes out, because this is what they're showing me in my mind's eye, that we're smashing the mirror. Like anybody that makes us feel that way, smashed. They're not allowed around anymore at all. And so then we're going back up here to the protecting the world. This is exactly what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Yeah, the sly fox here. And then Eight of Cups, you're just walking away. You're just walking away. You're not even having the fights anymore. You're not even arguing with people when they're like, well, you did this. And you're like, okay. And you just walk away. Like you're not even interested anymore whatsoever. Like I said, if you're not here, it feels like the majority of you are here, but some of you may be back here. But this is the journey that you're going on now. Ace of Voices, Eight of Emotions, and Five of Voices. It's like you're turning your back toward anything that isn't... Sorry, there's a car. The loudest cars drive by. All right, it's like you're turning your back toward anything that isn't aligned and beautiful and colorful and makes you feel the way that you want to feel. You're like, no, not interested, going away. And then in this one, it feels like you're okay walking alone now. Do you see how here you were so sad about being alone and now you're perfectly fine with it? You're like, I would rather be alone, absolutely, completely alone, than ever feel this way again. Than ever feel like the people that I loved the most were tearing my heart into pieces. Why would I ever want that? That's not love. So you're like, I'm going it alone. I don't even care anymore. Bye, peace, see ya. And then in this one, it feels like you're about to meet your soul family. the people who really resonate with you, the people who really love you, the people I'm seeing like feeding you grapes, but it's a mutual feeding of grapes. It's like, oh, you rest here today and I'll feed you grapes and fan you. And then tomorrow I'll lay here and you feed me grapes and fan me. And we'll just like have this beautiful life together where we just do fun, crazy things because that's what we enjoy. And then these people are down here doing yoga and there's all these birds, and it's just like your life is about to be so filled with beautiful people who are so similar to you and so different than you, and they've got so much to teach you and so much love to give you, and they really, really honor and value who you are. And I think this is the mystery that's coming up that you have no idea about. Because you're walking through the desert right now, like, I'm perfectly fine alone. That's fine. That's fine. I'll be alone. But you're not going to have to be, because soon these people are coming in. A Knight of Cups. And love. Are you asking for love? I just got chills all over my body. Ooh. Ooh, or some of you guys, really this is about romantic relationships too. If this part doesn't resonate with you, don't take it, okay? But some of you, there is someone coming in who wants to romance you. And I'm seeing actually that this guy is kind of a sleazebag. But this guy is like every single day laying little nuggets of gold on the path of his life. And they're saying the sleazebag's gonna come in and this guy's gonna come in, and you're gonna have a choice between, and take this how it resonates. If you're not into guys, then it'll be whoever you are envisioning, okay? So they're saying this guy who's all smoke and mirrors and is great for the first date and then flakes out every single date after that, that guy's gonna come in. And also the guy who's stable and steady and sure of himself and is going places and is really building something solid with you, that guy's going to come in too. And it's going to be your choice between which one you want to pursue. But they're saying you've done so much work on yourself. You've done so much work on yourself that you're going to see that guy from a million miles away, and he's not even appealing anymore. You're just gonna laugh and walk away from that guy because you're just like, nope. And actually, they're saying you're gonna choose you. You're gonna choose your heart, your kindness, your peace, your love. You're gonna choose you. And then if either of these people fit into that, then good. But if they don't, you still have you. And that's all you care about now. And that is so beautiful. All right, my friend, that feels like the end of the message for you. It feels like all I did was just kind of tell you everything that you already know. So the only surprise here, the only mystery is these people that are coming in, and maybe this extra relationship too. So I hope that was helpful to you. Please let me know down below how any of this resonated with you. And if you like videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe so you can see more. And I will see you again next time.